As you can see, it's quite a spectacle, as I said in the last piece of film. Somebody said he cut the grass today, but that's hard to believe. I mean, I would take his wife's side on that. She says it's really something to see, and you can appreciate that the edges are not even done. I suppose there's a nice wee border in the middle here. A few pansies down in the corner. There's a nice wee purple one. I'll turn it towards you so you can have a look at it. Look at that. Is that not nice? Eh? And there's a contrast with it. Look. That's, what would you say that was? A kind of pink and purple and a wee red spot in the middle. Looks like a bad egg, but never mind. Look at that wee thing smelling at you. Look. Like an old man who just had a hangover. Moustaches and his beard still round in his chin. The hedge. There should be a hedge going to be here somewhere.
It's some grass in your back.
What was that?
It's some grass in your back.
Grass in my back? Who put grass in my back? Look at that hedge. That was planted a couple of years ago.
Grandpa bent
before
down.
Alistair was, before Stuart was born, and he's talking, that's not even started. But you got a bit of hedge doing this way. This is the kind of stuff we want to plant. It's fast growing, really fast growing. Look at the height of that compared to that there. There's no comparison. I mean, you hang that in there, you can be cutting it, and you're getting the first crop of it. And along the back of the wall here, you can see where all the daffodils have been. There's a rare crop of daffodils around this side here. They're all cut back. The roses are coming through. I think these are the same roses. Did you buy these privately or they Bear's Den?
No,
Bear's Den. You bought these private. The man came in and he bought them. He actually spent some money on the garden. He bought these private. They're coming on fine. That in there's been cut back in the stout, and there's nothing coming off it. It's a bit of dead wood that. But the rest is no bad, you know. There's a lot of things you could be done to do. This is just McCall in the garden world, you know. Well, that's a right good close-up of this wee flower, an enemy blanda it's called. And it's got a wee companion beside it here, a wee lonesome piece of privet. But that's a wee cutting that's taken off the big main hedge, and it's starting to take, as you can see, it's got a wee bit of a base in it. There's some other wee bits coming out round about. I can see another bit along to the left there. Things are looking quite good. The soil in this garden has never been really right. It's full of ash and bits of tile, and I don't know where they got it. It must be an old mine or something. But really, some good black soil is what's needed for topsoil. Otherwise, the garden's looking no bad. The lawn, well, the lawn, as I say, it's full of all this chickweed here. It's really needing some fertilizer, some weed killer as well. This stuff here, that's no grass. It's got too much of this moss and stuff, clover in it and what have you. Well, if we just move over to the left, we've got a nice wee border taking shape here. This was cut for the lawn. It was all one big lawn at one time. And it was cut out in this shape, which it fits the slope of the ground. We've got an oval shape here, a moon shape. And some of the plants have taken quite well in it. There's a nice rose there, some pansies, and if we slide up the drill a bit, we've got another rose. And this wee tree sets it kind of off in the middle here, a lovely wee tree. A wee bit brown in places, but these are evergreens, so you tend to find that some of the leaves die away. There's always ones replacing them, so you never really see them without leaves. It's an evergreen, and makes a nice wee thing in the middle of the winter when there's about 2 or 3 feet of snow in about it. You still got a wee bit of green in the middle there. Some nice pansies. There's another nice wee pansy just past the tree here. There's another wee pansy here. We can pick it up. This is kind of short here. And this is a nice wee one in here. Quite nice. And here's another, turn it towards you, a nice wee yellow one here. There's his big brother sitting here. Lovely looking flower there. Just at its prime now. Another couple of days or a week it'll be away. But the garden's looking quite well. We've talked about the wee border in the middle there on the pansies, the wee bush there. I'd like to talk a wee bit about the honeysuckle on the wall of the house. some of the plants has got clinging up the wall. They were only planted last year, but as you can see, it's really stretching out. It's up to a height, I would say, about 10 feet now, up past the window, and it's really reaching out for more room. Making a wee bit of tacking above the window, it's going to come down over the glass. But otherwise, the plant is looking really healthy. And as I say, there's not much I can say about it. It's going to cover their own pipe quite well. It's acting as a natural climber there, their own pipe. It's worked its way around it. As you can see, some of the bits we followed up here, you can see how it's making a natural incline to climb their own pipe. I can't reach up there, but it's doing the same, exactly the same up there. And it should be quite nice. A couple of years, that should be set off quite nice, that road pipe. So as I say, the front garden, like the back, it's really cool. Well, here we are right at the front door of the house. Number 4, Elder Park Gardens. Nice wee build. We've seen the back garden, we were running the front. We're just at the front door, and here we've got a clinging vine. This plant doesn't actually stay for the building itself, but it's really taken over. It's going to be attached. I don't know if you can see the fine wire it's holding it up, but you really need something to keep the plant to the building because it doesn't actually climb itself. In the summer it comes out in a white flower and it's deciduous. It loses its leaves in the winter, but as you can see, we're now in the month of June and it's got a good foliage there. It's really climbing the building. It's up to a height of about 12, 13 feet, and that's only in about 2 years since it was planted. It's coming from the one stem and really covering the space of the building, and we should have a good spread. It's climbing over the porch of the building all the way down the wall. I'll step back a bit and you can see it's right up to the door, and it's really going to be a nice piece of foliage setting the end of the building off. Takes the bareness off the wall. As you can see, we're down at the bottom here, the root, one root, and we've got all this foliage coming from that one root. It's really nice. Well, here we are again. This is the side of the house on next to the main road. We're really out with the garden here. This is an extra piece. Mr. McCheyne has got plans maybe sometime of putting a garage here. Otherwise, we have a nice wee border here. Down against the wall, if we go down against the wall, we've got some ivy. The ivy hasn't really come to much yet, although it's dry and it's more on the ground, it's even tacked up. These plants, these flowers here come out with a lovely orange ball, but they're past their prime just now. They've had their time of the year for them, and as I say, we're in the middle of June. The ivy, again, is a bit tacky looking, but I can see some fresh leaves coming along it. There's really not much I can say about this corner here. That's about it. Right in the corner of the wall, the ivy has really taken hold. It's beginning to find its way up the wall, as you can see. And the front's looking not too bad. The lawn itself is really quite firm, and things are looking quite well. In the middle here we have a triangle, a small rockery. It's a triangle, and most of the plants in this rockery are made up of different types of heathers. We've got some white heather, pink heather, a bit of white heather. The light stuff in the top is the new growth, as you can see, and it's coming away quite fine. It's been recently planted. Right on the other side here is more heather. This is another type white heather. I think the one down towards the front of the big rock there, I'm not sure if that's purple heather or not, but there's no flower in it at the moment, but it looks quite healthy, that wee stub there, so it should get a bit of growth in it as the year goes on. Heather is a nice thing. Once it spreads out a bit, you get a mass of colour, especially if you've got 30 different colours in it. So the front's looking quite well. There's a wee plant with a tabernacle behind the stone here, which you can't see. It's been planted recently. And if I had my glasses, I could tell you what it was. No, it's Campatilla gargantia, as George Barn would say, but I haven't got my teeth in it at the moment. So you can't see that plant behind the tree. We'll put the stub back in. And I think really finished. We've had a real good look at this garden, back, front and the side, and it's been a good night for it, and hope you enjoyed the wee programme. And all you folk down in England, I hope you can what I'm talking about. You can. because even the grass is growing already. Right. Oh, you're full. Give up.
Hey, no. Right. Hey, you want to record that then?
Go and get the cable in it.
Hello, well this is the latest addition to Mr McCheyne's family. An Austin Princess 1700. Well, I don't know if you ever saw the last car, the blue Viva he had. Well, I reckon this is no much better. It's a kind of yucky yellow colour, the best way to describe it. It's got wheel trims on one side, so if you go to the other side you'll see it's just the bare rims, painted silver to make it go faster. It's got a nice kind of brown stain now and again. It again adds to the speed, also I'm told anyway. It's customised. There's only one of its kind in the world. I reckon there should be only one of the kind in this world, but it's sitting here. You've got to be careful with the windows now and again. Certain windows don't go up and down fully. This one in particular. Take it halfway down and then it falls out. It's one of these extra air conditioning extras you get if you pay over the odds for the kind of car like what's sitting here. Well, here we are inside the car, and as you can see there's plenty of leg room. That's because of the additional holes in the floor. The brakes, well, they work now and again. Depends on the kind of shoes you're wearing. Obviously the better friction on the rubber soles here through the floor. The clutch, well, there isn't one. It's just a question of what you call a crash gate. You just ram it in now and again, and sometimes it meshes. You might leave a few bits lying in the road now and again, but that's nothing to worry about. That's par for the course. I'm afraid I don't have a key for this car. You just have to push it to start it. Now and again you have to cross the wires. As you can see, they're easy accessible. It has a stereo. Well, you may call it a stereo. It's really a radio jammed under here. If you like, just show the radio. As you can all see, the radio's jammed under here. It does work, I'm assured, and it's on permanently. As we'll just get to it. Well, I think that's enough of that. Well, as you can see, this is the driving position from inside the car. And it's a very comfortable position if you like that kind of thing. It's so around the waist. It's sitting well down the seat. That is mainly because the springs have gone. The steering wheel has got this nice sloping attitude, and that's it driving straight, obviously because it hasn't been put on right. Indicators, well, they are supposed to be automatic, but it's a question of sticking your hand out the windows as we used to do years ago. This car is right back to the very basics. The speedo, well, it says 130. Well, I'm afraid that's not miles, that's yards per hour. Top speed, that is. It has done 67,487 yards in its lifetime. That's a record for this car, I might add. With a bit of luck we might get a few more. If you look at, like, this is where the radio usually goes, and as you can see it's just a temporary thing. It's an optional extra for the car, this black plastic. It's some people use it as a mirror. Well, I don't know, they could use it as a mirror, I suppose. What more can I say? If you like to look on the dashboard there, oh, we have an optional extra in this car as well. Here we are. This is the aerial. It's anti-vandal proof. You don't fit it to the outside of the car, it stays permanently in the car. So if they want to steal your aerial, they have to steal the car as well, or smash it up to get to it. We'll just put that back there, out the way. Wee bit of, that's it. Totally concealed, a nice touch there. The designers have really thought this car out well. Considering it's 20-year-old, there's not a lot more I can say. A nice touch in the window there. I like this ashtray here. I mean, I've never seen that before in any other kind of car. It's very, very up to date. Very, very up to date. We have here the mirror. I think that's a standard thing for the car. Most cars nowadays. This one actually, it was an optional extra when this car was designed. There's not a lot really I can say. If you wanted to go.